Welcome, friends and foes alike. Please join James, Chris, and Wes on our journey through a realm forged in the fires of creation. I am Josh, your host and dungeon master, and this is Hooked on Draconics. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Hooked on Draconics podcast.
Take two.
How are you doing today? We had some technical difficulties, and we're starting again, so let's get going. So before we start,
There is a confession.
there's a confession to be made. Wes, he came to me in the middle of actually yesterday.
That's true.
He had tears streaming down
Not
his
that that
face.
means anything to the people listening to this at a later date.
Oh, yeah.
But
He
like
came to
yesterday.
me, tears streaming down his face, his bottom lip quivering. He was on his knees, he was crying.
No, keep going. I'm almost done.
So, Wes, what is this dire confession that you must make?
So I at the end of the last episode, I was excited. I don't have the class ability for the spell guidance yet, so I should have just been using help action, but instead I'm a dirty cheater. Because I have been playing D&D for years, and I still don't know
Don't know how to play.
How to play, yeah.
Well, to be fair, I didn't check your character sheet, so
It's really Josh's fault.
It's really everything is Josh.
the blame is on me.
Yeah,
The
I
buck stops over
apologize.
there.
you monster.
Points at Josh.
But yeah, I just have a couple of class abilities that are...
I cannot believe this betrayal of our trust.
Well, so we're gonna have to take back all those D4s that I gave.
I don't think they actually helped.
No, I don't think so either. So...
Well, whatever weird fucking patron that you worship or have a deal with or whatever stuff, however that works, hasn't really been giving us a whole lot.
That's fine. Next level. So, watch Josh leveling us at the end of this, just after putting me through shame.
I'm not going to level you up. I'll level them up.
Okay. Oh,
As punishment.
oh, that's my punishment.
A one-level
Okay.
punishment.
That's fair enough.
Man, your patrons.
I'll make
rule.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they don't really care about me too much. Maybe don't really know about me the way these guys kind of operate, to my understanding. But we'll figure that out later.
We'll figure that
Seems
out
like
later.
an in-game discovery.
Kind of, yeah.
So, before we start this session,
Some important things happened last time. You want me to recap?
I want you to recap. Go ahead, James.
Take it away, Lon.
All right. First, most importantly, fix the whole poison situation. Yes, this recap is going to be all about me.
As it always is.
That was the end of the
with-
Garden Snake saga.
Yeah, well, the garden snake.
It was more of a coral snake, but okay.
His garden snake.
This
Who's the nature
Jormungandr of a snake.
It did take me 2 hands to hold it.
That is been documented.
Yeah.
This world eater of a snake. This giant snake. It gets bigger every time we talk about it. So, definitely did me a number, and I did it a number back.
Yeah,
and
the
now we have
kobold
2
was-
numbers, and I can't do that much math. But regardless, Rayjack now is fixed up with some bandages. Sent him on his way. He was all like, "Here, have my potions. Ruffle through my things, please." Please, Talon, you have permission to just kind of look through my whole house for valuables?
Yeah,
I don't know if he did that.
I don't exactly
I don't think he
remember
gave you that full permission.
but,
He did.
I am pretty sure that is what happened. That is how I remember it. And so that's just how we're going to roll.
It was an implied verbal contract.
And then I said, you go have a lovely day with your husband. We're glad you're all right. Here, go away because I need to go fulfill this and look through your house for where the intruders went. And that's it, of course. So, went to the basement, disarmed a slippery trap on the stairs, and that's when we found it.
What did you find?
The stinky hole.
Stink.
There was a large hole. It was quite flatulent. There was wind coming out of it constantly, and it smelled foul. And I hadn't been around a stinky hole this bad since Chris's mom.
Oh,
Oh
wow.
my god.
No, I'm joking. Anyway. But yes, there was a large cavernous hole that had a constant amount of wind, stinky wind coming out of it. This is where we believe a troglodyte went that was commanding these kobolds.
That's what you
Stingy.
heard, yeah.
And later on,
signs point-
potential connection to the Windstone. I believe someone kind of determined we were kind of below or around.
Yeah, we're near it.
The orchard is in the shadow of the Windstone.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we're heading underground
So
somewhere in
there's
its
some
direction.
ruins underneath, like a pre-built facility or a manufactured facility.
And these guys built on the wrong.
had some Birdmen
spot.
and some Orin writing.
Yes.
Orin's the language.
Yes.
for-
Harvey Birdman, attorney-at-law, so he was probably a lot of legal mumbo jumbo.
It was probably legal banter written all
Mhm.
over the walls and contracts.
Yeah, we'll never
I'm
know.
pretty sure he's a civil lawyer, right?
Yeah.
No, I think he was a criminal law lawyer. Or did he do both?
Was he a
I don't-
defense attorney?
Can you do
He was
both?
a defense attorney, I think.
Can you do both?
It's
Is
a
that
good
thing?
question. We'll have to ask legal.
Well,
Yeah.
for all our lawyer fans out there, please let us know. Please send us a YouTube link to
Somebody
Lawyer
contact Legal
101.
Eagle immediately and let us know.
Also, we're probably going to need legal representation
All
for all
like
the heinous...
5 of you listening to this podcast.
Yes.
And then there are 5 of us in the room, so it's us.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
I'll let you know if I know any lawyers. How about that?
cool. So, we enter...
We came upon a room. It had a bowl in the center of the room. It looked like some sort of offering bowl.
a little
And it was
shrine
offering
set
me
up.
treasure, as
Uh-huh.
far as I know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it said right there on the bowl in Orin, because I can't read Orin, so I have to assume it said,
Mm-hmm.
Talon, this is a gift left for you.
But, by the way,
But I was like, they skeletons everywhere.
yeah,
Oh, yeah, and then yeah,
Which-
there's some skeletons in the room, so...
Do you
Which you're
remember how
not-
many skeletons there were?
you're
Or-
not an experienced grave robber, but yet, you know to watch out for skeletons.
I mean, really,
it's-
like...
Really, that's kind of...
Okay, so I gotta ask you a question then. I gotta ask you an important question. How long does a person have to be dead before it's archaeology and not grave robbing?
I'd say 100 years.
I bet these dudes have been dead for 100 years.
I mean, that
I'm an
sounds about right.
archaeologist.
It also depends on what you plan to do with it.
I'm like a tiefling Indiana Jones.
It belongs.
Yeah.
It belongs in my pants.
Well, and you...
Oh my god.
And that's when the spooky boys happened.
Okay, spooky.
Josh?
Everyone, I need you to roll for initiative.
He said the thing.
He said the thing.
You know, we could have passed by this, but why?
I would have forced you to go in it.
Aw.
There's a visible
Ooh.
wall further down the hallway.
Alright.
Starting with Cassius.
I got an 18, baby.
18 for Cassius. Alright, Talon.
I'm at a grand total of 7.
7 for Talon.
Nice, nice. It's respectable.
And Thoramund.
Natural 1.
Natural 1 for Thoramund.
I see now why you
Nice.
thought a 7 was respectable.
So are you just, like, really scared of skeletons? Did you...
No,
were
he's,
you
he's
aware...
waiting patiently like a hunter.
Oh, yes,
Yeah,
yes,
waiting
yes.
for you to be the bait.
Uh-huh, uh-huh. I mean, I guess I was, unwittingly.
Mm-hmm. And there are 4 of them.
There are 4 skeletons.
And were they armed, or they just have like claws or something?
They are avian skeletons, and they have talons.
No,
Hmm.
we can let him set the...
So yes, let me set the stage. So, Cassius, you're the one who stepped forward, I think?
Yes, yeah, I wasn't gonna touch nothing. I just wanted to check the mint on the coins, my man.
Yes. So you walked. You're standing right next to this offering bowl.
Mm-hmm.
About like 10 feet away from you are these 4 skeletons. They're around you, so they could easily surround you. About 20 feet away from the offering bowl is the rest of the party, standing at the entrance to this room. Cass, you're first. What would you like to do?
I would like to bravely run away. So the hallway we came down, is that like a 2-person wide hallway or a 1-person wide?
It's a
hallway?
2-person wide hallway.
Okay, yeah. Well, I'm gonna run back to the hallway ish and turn around and like, oh, I'm so sorry. It's okay. We didn't bother anything. You don't have to arise from your slumber or anything. Yeah. Yeah, persuasion. No, I'm kidding. I'm gonna. That's my free thing, and then my tome floats up from my hand, and from it a blast of arcane energy fires from it towards one of them skellies, and let me roll an attack.
You sure you have that cantrip?
Oh, I do. You got me.
Let me see your character sheet.
Yeah. Okay, here you go. I marked.
Don't actually hand it to me.
He's the one warlock that doesn't get Eldritch Blast.
No, I did that. That's what it is. I was gonna get other things, but
Like guidance.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure it's in the warlock, like, basic rules. You have to take Eldritch.
it might as
Yeah.
well be. I mean,
It's like read magic back in 3.5.
I didn't really have too many other options ish, so yeah. And I mean, I used minor illusion, but anyway, 16.
16. That will hit. Go ahead and roll some
Which
damage.
one are you aiming for?
D10.
You want to aim at A, B, C, or D?
Oh God, there's 4 of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Where were you?
I was thinking, where was I? 2 whole damage, baby.
2 damage. A, B, C, or D?
Whichever one's closest. A, I
We'll
presume.
say A. Yeah.
Yeah.
2 damage. They are about equidistant.
I'm gonna
from
get
you.
him right in the A.
I was gonna say that, but I thought it was too nerdy.
It was. Well, this is a D&D podcast.
That's
Nothing
fair.
is too nerdy.
That is fair.
All right, Wes. What does Cass's Eldritch Blast look like?
Oh, I described it.
You described the
book-
casting of it.
The book floating up and the blast
Is it like
firing from the toe.
What does the blast look
Yeah.
like?
What does the blast look
Oh,
like?
the
Yeah.
blast itself, I guess.
I mean, is this like a Dragon
Ooh.
Ball Z energy wave? Or is
I
this
think
like...
this is kind of it looks kind of like it looks kind of inky, but with like some colors modeled into it, and
Okay.
yeah, and
like
it's like
a
a ray, so it's very
scintillating
dark,
blast
inky.
of-
Yeah.
Sort of like the the humanity sprites in Dark Souls or Pursuers.
I
That's
don't know.
Oh, you didn't play Dark Souls, really, did you?
Oh
I mean,
I
it's
played a magic build.
I always play a Dex Magic build my first playthrough.
I played Bloodborne for
Is it so?
mostly,
Is it kind of like a dark core of the blast, and then like
dark
the,
core with like
Everyone
colors
knows
and
giant dog builds
chaotic
fully built.
colors, kind of
All right.
swirling around, enticing. So
All right, so you fire it at the skeleton, who we've decided is skeleton A.
yeah, get him in
And
the
you,
A.
you hit him square in the rib cage. And what kind of damage does that do? Force damage, if I'm not mistaken.
Force damage.
Okay,
Force
okay.
damage. So
Good to know. All right, up next. Well, we've got a whole cluster of skeletons here that get to go. So the 4 of them.
Did you go behind me? And
I went as far away behind as I could.
Okay, we were 20
towards the
feet.
hallway.
We were
so,
20
I mean,
feet away, so you
I
could
mean,
easily
we're
get
kind of
behind us.
extrapolating things
You,
here.
you're all kind of clustered
effectively,
together
I
at
would
this
try
point.
and get behind
But did
you.
he duck
Pass.
behind?
Did you duck behind him,
Thormund.
Thormund?
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Good plan.
you're the beefy boy, my man.
This is true.
All right. So these 4 skeletons, they move up to surround you, but they're mainly going to be.
Does a spear have reach? In this?
No. Oh, a long spear does,
Oh.
which you have martial proficiency, so you may have gotten.
I just have a regular spear.
Okay, then.
So never mind.
I
you do
mean,
not.
you could purchase a long spear.
That's true. I didn't think about it though.
Yeah.
So they're not able to fully surround you because you are standing in the doorway, but they're able to get. They're able to each get 1 attack on 2 on Thormund, and 2 on Cassius.
Ow. They ran past him?
Well, they're like. Kind of like right there, unless Talon wants to be in front.
Huh? I mean,
I'll be in front.
Okay, 2 at Talon instead of Cassius.
sure. I mean,
Famous last word.
yeah.
All right, we'll start with Thormund.
If I saw the castle's like scared shitless and running at us, I would have just grabbed him and thrown him behind us.
Skeletons are scary.
Especially bird skeletons.
Bird skeletons.
Because they've got
What the
hollow
heck?
bones.
Oh my
Oh
gosh.
wait, that's not scary. We're gonna beat
Yeah,
him.
wait a second. These are the least.
How are they even coming at us?
I should have just kicked at their shit or something.
So as these avian skeletons with hollow bones come charging at you, the wind in this room actually kind of makes like this eerie screeching noise as it kind of blows through them. First one. Don't look at my die rolls.
Sorry, I don't know why I did that.
Wow. Wow, Chris.
8?
No, that's a miss.
That's a miss. Okay, yeah.
I see I'm not the only dirty cheater here.
I was gonna lie and say it was a natural 20.
Keeping Josh honest.
All right, 19.
That's a hit.
That's a hit. Okay. That is 7 damage.
Ooh, wow. That hit right through my cider shield.
All right, and then 2 at Talon.
Bring it.
Natural 1.
Ooh!
I believe that misses.
So early on.
And a fumble.
And a fumble,
Let's
yes.
And
get
a
ready
critical
to
fumble.
fumble.
Not an addition. Not like an actual rule in 5th edition, but we roll with it. Would this be considered a natural attack?
It is, because they're using their talons.
Oh, wow. Talon v. Talon. You all can't see, but I'm like shrugging.
That's an
very
amazing look
innocently right
James
now,
is giving
so-
you.
Yeah, James is giving
It's
me
kind of
a
sad that
look.
we can't see that face.
Yeah.
He gets a bad headbutt in,
Oh,
and he stuns himself for 1 round.
okay. Skeletons would normally be immune to stun, but I'll say that they are unable to act.
Knocked off balance.
Knocked off balance, what
Yeah.
have you. Explain
Yes.
it however you want.
Has to
Send
fix
us
his
your
head.
angry letters. I don't care. But the other one gets an attack. That is a 13.
13 hits.
13 hits. For 5 damage.
5 damage. Ow.
Ouch.
And that is the end of the skeleton's turn. They're all standing in front of you. And now it is Talon. Your turn.
Going to pull out my blackjack, just like a club that I use for knocking people out, but I figured it'd work just as well for knocking hollow birds out.
Fair enough.
And I'm gonna wall it back up on this boy. Not the stunned one, the one that actually clawed me.
Give him the business.
Give him the business. Giving him the business. That's a 20 total.
20 hits.
It's business time.
Got my business socks on for business time. For 4 damage.
4 damage. Alright. That hurts him quite a bit, actually.
Hollow bones, yeah.
Yeah, so you raise your blackjack and you crack this bird against its skull, and it rattles a bit, and you hear like the hollow bones kind of clink and clank. Some of them kind of shift out of place, and then they kind of shift into place as it returns to its stance.
I am then going to take a cunning action to disengage,
Okay.
Nice.
and then get fully behind these two, because I just took 5 damage, and
Yeah.
that's not fun.
That's not cool. It's not cool.
Alright, you're up, man. And I shove Cass in front of me.
Yep.
Alright. But it is Thorman's
Look out.
turn.
So how bad off does the one that got blackjacked look?
It looks fairly damaged.
Okay.
Little pop in the face.
Yeah. I will whip my spear around, get the blunt end, use it as a quarterstaff, and attempt to kill this skeleton.
Alright.
Bop him.
Yep.
Twist it. Pull it.
12.
12.
And I'm
socket.
finished.
That is unfortunately a miss.
No.
Oh, if only we had guidance.
Oh, yeah. It's a shame.
That doesn't work for attack rolls. I know that much.
I don't.
Ability
Alright.
checks.
Anything else for your turn, Thor?
I try and position myself so they can't get past me.
Okay.
Try and take up the hallway, and have my spear out horizontally so they can't.
He's barring the hallway off from them.
Okay.
And
Drawing all the aggro.
prepared to make a strength check to
Yeah.
keep him from getting past.
I have a suspicion my sexy kobold trick won't work on these guys. So.
Oh, yeah, you need a sexy skeleton.
yeah.
Speaking of sexy skeletons, Cass, it is your turn.
Ooh.
Wait, what?
Well, thank you. I am going to, same old, same old. I'll boop his snoot with another blast. So let
The
me.
same one? that you shot?
Yeah. Or
So A has been damaged.
A has been damaged. C is stunned. D has been damaged.
Cool.
okay, yeah. I'll go back at I'll boop at the one that Talon hit.
All right.
That's gonna be a 13. Wait, yeah, 13.
13 is a hit.
Oh wow, I had a suspicion.
For the
So
keen-eyed listener, we have just figured out their AC.
for
Yes.
1 whole damage.
1 whole damage.
Oh,
Big
It's
numbers.
gonna be slow, guys.
your patron's a dick.
Yeah. He's like, I'm kind of
Yeah.
cool. He's got a skeleton fetish, so
All right.
You really shouldn't be
Anything else for
fighting.
your turn, Cass?
I'm good. Well, I got
just slowly
pushed in
figuring
front
out.
of Talon. I'm gonna like tap Thorm, and I'm like, maybe if we pull away far enough, they won't follow. Maybe they're tied to this area, and I'm gonna back into the hallway, but stay in front of Talon because he's more injured than me.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
I just
now
nod.
it is the skeleton's turn. Skeleton A silently scraws and attacks Thormund. That is an 8 to hit.
No, that's
Okay.
a miss.
Oh
I
god.
thought you were gonna say natural 20.
You had some suspense there.
You had a gleam in your eye like you were about to kill me.
That is a 15 to hit.
That's a hit.
That is a hit. For 4 damage.
All right.
So that was Skeleton A, Skeleton B, Skeleton C is stunned in quotation marks,
Picking himself up.
and Skeleton D. That was
Giving
a
you
cocked
that?
die on a natural 20 or an 8. So
Ooh.
I'm gonna roll that again.
Took the 8.
That is another cocked die.
Try a different spot.
What is
Josh.
happening over there?
I think he's shooting.
That's a 14 to hit.
Oh, that hits barely.
Okay. That's a barely hit.
Pretty low AC party here.
Yeah.
That
yeah.
is a 5 damage.
We are not meleeers.
Except for Hank.
Except for me.
Except
And that is the end of the skeletons. Talon, what do you do?
Talon is going to take out a bottle or like a flask of oil that he has, and he is going to lob it at the stunned skeleton that's picking himself up and trying to get it to splash on all of them.
Okay.
Hmm.
Make an attack roll for that one.
Go ahead.
That is a total of 8.
8 unfortunately does not hit.
So this is a thrown weapon? Or is this like it still hits somewhere, but we roll a
It probably would hit
D8
in the
or
area.
something?
Tell you what, I'll have you roll another attack roll. If you hit the AC, then it lands adjacent, and we'll get some of the skeletons.
I
Yeah,
appreciate
that's
the
pretty-
generosity.
I am a generous god.
Oh, hey.
All right, that one is a 23.
Okay, all right.
It was
So-
a 19 on the or like. it
yeah,
rolled a
nice. All right, go ahead and roll a D4. That's how many skeletons you get.
1.
Okay.
Well,
So we'll
okay.
say you get the stunned skeleton. The others manage to get out of the area where the oil lands, but the stunned skeleton is now slick
And
and oily.
goopy.
greased up bird skeleton. Mm.
And I'd like to use a bonus action, or a.
Cunning.
I'd like to use the rest of my turn
Okay.
to take out and light my lantern. That we haven't needed up until now because apparently everybody sees in the dark here.
Yeah, we didn't super address that, but
I feel like we mentioned it.
yeah.
I think we said, yeah, we can all see.
Does anyone need light? No, we all good. Yeah.
And I
Lantern.
said, "Hey Thor, keep him in place. I'm gonna light him on fire."
All right.
Does
After
that-
Talon, it is Thor Amund's
Yeah, so
turn.
why are you looking at him? All right, I'm
I
gonna
get to go twice.
I'm gonna hit D.
Okay.
Attempt to hit D, and then I'm gonna hold the line.
Okay.
Oh, bro.
11.
11. That does not
Yeah.
hit.
Exciting, low-level
Yeah.
combat.
Yeah, and then I just like bar the way.
All right. You continue to bar the way.
Mhm.
Cass. Top of the round. What do you do?
Thorman! Come on! Mundy! I'm going to pew at a what was it, C? B?
D is
D is the one that
really
we've been
damaged
whittling
one.
away at.
Alright, so another attack. That's gonna be a big old miss, my man.
Okay.
That's a 10.
All right.
And then I'll move a little bit further away because I got range on this bitch.
Alright, and I guess I'll also like to move back 10 feet.
Okay.
Nice.
The skeletons, it's their turn.
I mean, yeah, because if you pull into the hallway, then at most 2 of them could really come in. Like, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
yeah.
That's kind of
So
plan.
the skeletons will move in. 2 of them will attack you, and the other 2 will assist their allies. So they have advantage. So 1... 13?
That's a miss.
That's a miss. All right.
Hey!
I flexed that one off. Hits my abs and deflects off.
You flex really hard
The,
and
the
block it.
barbarian armor, yeah.
Yeah.
I
Alright.
mean, if only they had a sinew and muscle, right?
I rolled a 2 and a natural 1, so
Oh.
they both miss.
Oh, at advantage. So
At advantage. So yeah, that's
Oh,
that's
okay.
just a miss.
That's-
Wow, that went better.
That
somehow.
did go better. So yeah, the skeletons shamble up, and because you've kind of positioned yourself in the hallway, they are unable to like really get like a good like. They are not able to stretch their skeletal wings and claw at you with their talons. So you're safe this round.
All right.
They're just waking up. Who knows how long they've been asleep?
Talon, it is
I'm
your
gonna
turn.
be reaching into my cloak and pulling out my other flask of oil with my left hand. I'm gonna make technically a dual wielding attack.
Okay.
Because I'm going to be throwing one and then the other immediately afterwards. First one, I was like, all right, that was a little off the first time, but let's get it. Door duck.
Light these fuckers up.
Classic Elvish
Get 'em.
accent.
Yep.
13.
13. That, as you all know, is a hit.
Yeah.
Do you want me to roll a d4 this time to see what's covered?
Yes.
3 more of them.
3 more of them. So that's all 4 of them.
And then I'm going to pitch the lit lantern at them.
Okay. Go ahead and
No.
roll to hit.
I'll duck underneath this.
Got him.
Hey.
20, but not a natural.
Not
one.
nat. Okay. All right. All right. Go ahead. Let's see. What should a
We add a sound effect here for explosion. This is a poor man's fireball.
Very poor.
I would say go
I mean,
ahead
you have
and
to
roll.
spend money on this,
Yeah,
so
I know.
it's really a rich man's fireball, right?
Go ahead and roll 2d6 fire damage. That's gonna hit all of
2d6?
them.
Have at it.
Steel weapons d6.
Nice.
7 damage.
7 damage.
My dice are
Are they
cursed.
weak to
tonight.
fire at all, being birds and hollow and bones?
They're not weak to fire, but
They're also not resistant.
they're also not resistant. The bird skeleton D crumbles to dust, and the other 3 are on fire and still coming at you.
All right.
That's actually more horrifying now. Really.
They're silently scrawling, covered in flames. Thormund, it's your turn.
I'm going to go full defensive and
Okay.
start backing away down the hallway.
All right.
I guess
The equivalency of a dodge action, yeah.
yeah, the dodge. Yeah.
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 Give them disadvantage, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and because they're dying, because they're already dead. Yeah, I'm just gonna hold my spear out and use it as like a defensive tool.
Okay. Cass, top of the round. Your turn.
Gonna move away further. These are horrifying. And roll another attack. That's an 18. And for finally 8 damage. On B.
On
which
B?
we've been.
No, B hasn't been hit.
B
yet.
has not been hit.
Well,
yet.
no, it has. Sorry, they've all been hit by the fire.
They've all been hit by the fire, yeah.
Okay, well.
But there's one that has taken 9 damage so far.
That was
Okay. Huh?
A. A was the one.
Just spread the damage out.
Yeah, spread the damage out.
So 8
sure.
damage on B.
B, yeah.
B crumbles to dust.
Nice.
Crumblo.
So you've got 2 skeletons left. And it is their turn, and they're going to claw at you, both of them. So that's 2 attacks coming at you, Thormund,
At disadvantage.
at disadvantage. That's a natural 1 and an 8. I need to change my dice.
Was
Nah,
that advantage
just-
again, or is that...
That's disadvantage.
Okay.
That's a fumble.
Keep it. Keep those dice. We like those dice. Those are our best allies so far.
They're gonna screw us over later.
Oh, for sure.
They're rolling low now.
He breaks a finger. He takes 1d4 points of damage, and he cannot use that attack again until he heals.
Okay. Okay. So hit one of his skeletal bones.
Well, they are hollow.
One of his
Yeah,
bones
yeah.
breaks on his finger, on
And
his talon,
barbecued.
and he takes 3 damage from that. And can't attack with that, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Cannot use that attack again.
Okay. He's still standing, but barely.
Oh, man.
The other skeleton. Disadvantage, attack. Ooh, you avoided a natural 20, but 16 to hit.
Oh, that still hits. Dang.
Yeah. Max damage for 8 damage.
Oh, damn. That's scary. That's spooky.
So yeah, this flaming skeleton, it should do some fire damage, but it just claws at you and rakes across your bare chest. Are you shirtless?
No.
Oh, you're.
But I'm depicted as shirtless.
You're
most
depicted
often.
as shirtless most often. Yes.
Yes.
Talon, it is
Why
now
do
your
none
turn.
of your characters wear shirts? Even your rogue didn't wear a shirt.
It's because he's sweaty. That's...
Yeah. They're all inspired by Randy from Trailer Park Boys.
Fair enough.
Talon.
Alright, so there's only 2 left coming at him.
Correct.
One of them broke its hand.
One of them looks badly damaged. It's got a broken hand. It's got no will to live.
Well, it
I
never.
mean, that was
His
true.
girlfriend
yeah.
just left it.
Yes.
Its car broke down.
Yes.
It's in middle of writing a country song. I'm gonna put him down before he becomes famous.
Fair enough.
Good plan.
Johnny Bones.
I'm gonna get up next to next to Thor. I say, do not worry, fire is my friend. And then I'm gonna smack him. 13.
13's a hit.
That's 4 damage.
4 damage. That finishes him off.
Smells like marrow.
Thormund.
All right.
There's one skeleton left. It's on fire. It's
They're
coming
hollow,
right
they
at
don't have
you.
mirror.
I take my spear and I jab at it
Okay.
with the. I guess I'll.
With the blunt end.
Yeah, with the blunt end.
You're gonna blunt it.
Yes.
Break a leg, my friend.
Let's see. 18, 22.
22 is a hit.
All right.
I think this is the first time you hit.
It is. And this is in 2 hands, so
That's
it's
not a kobold, yeah.
Yeah.
D8.
Well, in this fight.
Yeah, in this encounter, yeah.
For 8 damage.
8 damage. He is barely standing.
Is he gonna take fire damage?
At the end of the round, yeah, he'll take fire damage, and minimum will finish it off.
Rolled a 6 anyway.
Yeah.
All right.
So, yeah.
And as the last avian skeleton crumbles to dust, the bits of slick oil ground eventually burns away. What would you like to do?
Well, I think fire is my friend now too.
I would like to freak out. Oh god! Oh god! We just desecrated a sacred tome. This is not.
Well, if you didn't walk over
Oh
there
my gosh.
and wake them
I mean,
up like I called...
I mean, you're right.
you know,
I just wanted to look. I wasn't gonna touch it. I apologize
Cass.
to them.
calm down. Calm down. They died doing what they loved.
Defending their loot.
Defending their loot.
I guess you're right.
And it's better. These tools have been sitting here rotting away. I think it's time they're used again. Look at you, Talon.
Oh, see? We're archaeologists now, huh?
Mm-hmm. I changed my mind in between sessions.
Well, that is probably the most lucrative decision you could have made.
Well, I mean,
Do you know this whole world is full of just stuff that people left laying around?
I do now.
Now, I'm going to go over there and I'm going to examine the altar for a second. I'm going to examine the offering bowl. I'm going to investigate this area to make sure nothing else bad is guarding.
Before you go, you have the potions, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mind if I take one?
Oh, yeah. Here, you take one. I'm pretty sure we did this last session, but you take one.
Oh, I thought you had them
Sure.
all. I drink mine.
Okay.
What happens?
It's a healing potion.
I wait till he drinks his to watch what happens.
What does the healing potion do in this?
I believe
Like 2d4?
2d4.
I don't...
2d4
Plus
plus
4 plus 2.
2d4.
2d4 plus 2.
Thank you, Lee. Almost max. 9. Sweet.
People
Very
are going to
nice.
wonder who the heck Lee is.
No, they're not. Lee's the most beautiful man in the room.
I'll give him that.
I, too, will quaff one of the healing potions.
Not a lie.
All right.
I'll hand the bottle back to you and recork it.
I mean, we're not too far to get more cider, right?
You can
I
continue to
somehow
drink
lost.
cider.
It's like I somehow lost hit points when I wrote that down, but I was writing down how much I gained.
At some point, we'll just be replacing our blood with cider.
At a certain point, you'll just be getting drunk.
You know, I've played a lot of characters that have tried to do that. This was not one of them.
All right.
All right, I'm going to roll an investigation.
Okay.
I want to check the area for any other pressure plates, strings attached to things, boulders falling from the ceiling, wind knocking us around. I'm not going to keep naming specific traps to give you ideas.
Okay.
While he's doing that, I'll be looking down the hallway towards the way we were traveling.
I'm going
Okay.
to set up a small little circle with some candles, light some candles, do some chants, and cast Detect Magic ritually.
Okay. Okay.
So I'm going to do my archaeology.
Go ahead.
That is a very nice roll. It is a 21.
21. All right.
Basic math, am I right?
You investigate the room, specifically the area around the basin, and you don't seem to notice any mechanical traps of any sort. You're giving me this look.
Damn pretty sus.
The DM is always sus.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's doing that classic thing where you name a type of trap or a category of traps, but not the other category. What does cast detect?
All right.
Yeah, I mean, I'm awakened to the magical auras.
All right. You cast Detect Magic, ritually, of course. And you notice in this basin there are two magical auras that are emanating from within. They appear to be coming from the dagger and the shield that I described. The dagger, as a reminder, the dagger
Had wings on it.
had wings on it.
Plus one dagger of flying.
Dagger of Red Bull.
The hilt of the blade was adorned with wings. And the shield was a small, almost like buckler-sized shield with spiraling blue pattern on it. Aside from those two magical auras, you don't seem to detect any other forms of magical traps or any other magical things in nature.
Okay, yeah, just the lingering dead bird skellies.
Yes.
All right. Well, Talon, it looks like
I'm
the
not seeing anything
area is
else.
clear.
Yeah, I'm not saying anything else connected to this.
There's just these two stick out, potentially holy relics. Is there a way I could examine them further?
Would you like to do
Knowledge-wise?
an Arcana check?
All right. That'll be a 14.
14. Which would you like to know about first?
Let's go with the shield, you know.
The shield is what's known as a Cyclone Shield. this small round shield, which is painted with a pale blue spiral pattern. It contains 3 charges. You can spend a charge to cast Gust of Wind with a DC 13 check. And the shield recharges 1d3 charges every morning.
Okay.
Wind.
I mean, I kind of pass along this info to the rest of the party without, yeah.
All right. And
Cool. So you're like this is
Reordering.
a shield.
yeah, how would you
It has
describe it in
magical
character?
properties.
This is yeah. These two pieces of equipment, the dagger, the shield, are both magical. The shield,
Neat. I pick up the dagger.
All
you
right.
can summon some spell. Oh, I haven't gotten to that one yet.
I toss it
What
up
does
and
the
down
dagger do?
instantly.
Make a Arcana check for the dagger.
Okay.
I hold it by the tip up to Cass so he can take a look at it.
Even higher, so that's a 18.
So this razor-sharp dagger, which the crossguard is adorned with ornamental bird-like wings, it's known as, appropriately, the Sky Talon. When thrown, this dagger will return to the attuned owner, and it seemingly flies back to the hand of the wielder with its wings.
Does it make bird noises?
No, it doesn't.
Kick her out!
So it's
I
a
wanna
returning
fuck.
throwing dagger, essentially.
I throw it at the wall just to see.
All right.
I look for
Oh.
some kind of wooden post just immediately before he finishes the
Yes,
explanation.
and it'll come right.
All right, you throw it. There is no wooden post, but
AC 0.
8.
8. All right, you throw it, and you just kind of... It soars a little bit, and as it looks like it's about to... It hits, like, the wall, and then it just kind of... And then it, like, quickly flies back, almost kind of gliding.
I kind of
through
move
the
out
air.
of the way for a second in case it comes like at me, but
It comes at you, and you kind of, like, raise your hand, and it, like, flies right back into your hand.
Yes, that. That's kind of what I was hoping for. It was either that or it's going to come back. It was potentially cursed and going to come back through your.
love it. This is my new favorite thing.
Well,
I think it's time we get this road on the show, boys.
I mean, I guess these
There are
items-
other items in the basin.
Oh, there are?
Yes.
Oh, I thought it was just the 2.
Those were the magical ones.
Those were the magical ones, yes.
Oh, what else?
All right. In the basin, you see there's a pair of earrings with a small turquoise stone. And there's also
Pair of
two
earrings, you said?
pair of earrings.
What material are they made out of?
They're made out of like some sort of metal. It doesn't seem to be like silver or anything like that.
Oh, the turquoise stone.
With turquoise stones in them, yes.
Hmm.
And then 2 small quartz gemstones.
These are nice. Ooh, actual gemstones.
And the coinage that you find, there's 10 gold pieces
Okay.
and 25 silver pieces.
Now that we're up close, what's the mintage?
Yeah, I'm
Whatever.
gonna take a
Okay.
very close look at this and see if I recognize.
So you look at the coinage, and it doesn't contain a mintage that you recognize. On one side there is a like crossed spears, and then on the other side there is a like an avian head, like an eagle or a falcon. You're not sure.
So I think it belonged to whoever was here before us. Can I make a history check?
Sure.
Be a grand total of 9.
9. None of this rings a bell to you, unfortunately.
I bite it.
It's
I want to check if it's real.
it is indeed real.
It was 20, you said?
10
Oh,
and
10.
25.
Yeah.
Gold and silver.
Gold and silver. Yeah.
Scooping that up.
Yeah.
Earrings, 2 quartz, gemstones, 10 gold, 25 silver. Was there one more thing?
That was it.
Who takes the buckler, if anyone? feel like we're both looking at.
I pick it up and I toss it to Thor.
I'll grab it.
Yes, if you say the incantation word, which is blah 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 blah.
Wind.
Wind.
Very high pitched.
Actually, what is the incantation word?
The incantation word, when you attune to it, you know it instinctively, but it's the word for wind in Orin.
I speak more Orin than you now. Nerds. Yeah, I'll put it on. And can I wield a two-hand weapon with it still?
This is a homebrewed buckler, so it's
Yeah.
a +1 instead of a +2 like a normal shield, but you can use it as long as it's
So it's like a
buckler from.
it's like a stiff armband, really.
pretty much, yeah.
And a long spear is two-handed, but a normal spear is not necessarily
Yeah,
two-handed.
it's
So
one-handed,
you
but
could
you can
do
use
a
it
one.
in both.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah. And you can still gain the benefit of it when you're two-handing, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
We're gonna get a lot of hate mail over this.
No,
Yeah.
fuck 'em.
It's a homebrewed item. Fuck 'em.
Yeah.
What's it called? The
If they want, they can pretend it's a +1 ring with that can cast gust of wind.
Do we have a name for it?
The Cyclone
Oh,
Shield.
the Cyclone Shield.
Yeah.
I wasn't paying attention.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you should pay a little bit more attention.
Never.
All right.
Well, I think we'll have a lot better shot of stopping any of those troglodyte invaders much better than these skeletons.
Well, we still have to find the thing, but I imagine it won't be too hard to track this down.
And there's only one direction to go. I start leading the way.
All right.
Please do.
Are we sure we don't want to just go get the guards real quick, or no? No, I
Yeah, I
guess
just
we
shake my
don't
head.
have the time.
All right. So you continue on into this larger chamber. The hallway opens up through an archway, and this large cylindrical chamber. The walls are adorned with like all these different carvings and statues. Some of them depicting these avian humanoids that you've been kind of seeing the iconography and seeing the skeletons of. The chamber goes up about 60 feet. There's a large opening in the center of this chamber where there seems to be wind blowing up and down through. Like it'll blow up and then it'll change directions and start blowing down at random intervals, it seems like.
There she blows.
You notice as you look around the chamber, it seems like some damage has been done to the walls. Looks like large chunks of the walls have been knocked out, creating basically creating like an uneven pattern, looking like it's
Sort of like dunes, sand dunes almost.
no, more like creating areas that could be easily climbable.
Oh.
The chamber, the hole kind of leads down into darkness from where you.
How is it stinkier? Or is it getting stinkier?
It's been about the same level of stinkiness.
Okay, so we're still on the right track.
Yes.
Yeah,
good.
I'll switch to my great axe in this
Okay.
more open area. All right.
You notice at the top of the chamber, there appears to be an opening leading somewhere else. On the top opposite side.
I'll look down the pit,
Okay. Do a perception check.
seeing what I can see. For a 20.
20. You don't seem to notice anything.
And I want to mention, if it's been within 10 minutes, I still have my detect magic up, so I'm just kind of scrounging around with that,
Okay.
following up.
Make a perception check or insight check.
Okay.
Was the wall also climbable going down into the pit, or just above?
The hole into the pit, it's a more smooth surface.
Gotcha.
That'll be a 5, Chief.
5. That's not gonna do it. You look around, you don't really seem to notice anything.
There's a lot of distracting wind.
There is a lot of distracting wind.
I'm still freaking out over skellies.
Talon is busy posing with different gusts of wind blowing his cloak around, and he's like, I like it.
Oh my god, and you're just throwing this dagger around everywhere, aren't you?
Not quite yet.
Oh, that would come in handy in the apple competition, apple shooting competition, right?
We'll see.
We'll see.
You still have to hit the apple.
It's true.
Well, I look down. Unless it can fly, I don't think it went down that way. So I point out, I guess we're climbing.
Oh.
Why was I worried you were going to say that?
Oh, you can stay down here and I can throw them off for you.
So, only one way up?
I'll go first and throw down a rope.
We should probably try and time with the wind. Can we tell if we wait a moment, could we tell whether the wind is consistent? Like, can we time it where we climb more in the upwind, or at least when we're not going against the wind?
Make a intelligence check.
Okay,
I am taking a
that'll be a 7.
Okay.
It's a good idea.
10
But
canvas out of my bag while you guys are discussing this.
Okay. What you can tell from the wind, you can't make out any sort of pattern.
I'll look over. Plan to spend the night?
If only I had guidance.
If this doesn't go well, then probably. I start tying the 4 corners together into a large plume-like shape.
I point my shield under it.
Crack my neck back and forth. Rub my horns for good luck. See you on the other side. I wait for an upwind of gust, or a gust of wind. Run at the hole and hold up my makeshift parachute.
Okay. Make a intelligence check or dexterity check.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
So which one is it, Josh?
Did you roll a 1?
Mm-hmm.
Rolled a 1.
All right. Okay. So let me describe what happens. So you
I was
leap.
letting the dice decide, and that's where it went.
You leap with your makeshift parachute,
That's what we get for living in the
and
Well,
liver of
still got
dice.
that backup character.
at first you take off and start heading straight towards your direction, and then the wind shifts, and all of a sudden you're pulled down really quickly, and then it shifts again, and you're slammed upward, and you hit the ceiling of the chamber, and I'll go ahead and roll some damage.
Technically fall damage,
Reverse
right?
fall damage.
Yeah. Okay, you only take 3 damage. I rolled pretty poorly.
Bonk.
So you slam into
You
the
already got
ceiling,
one.
I slam into the hard part of my horns.
and
It's
as
like,
you
yay, it broke my fall.
Are you just like stuck in the ceiling just by your horns? That'd be cute.
as you kind of shake your head, and you're still kind of at the mercy of the wind right now, and you're in the center of the top of this chamber, you see on the ledge there are 2 kobolds. They've been lying in ambush, ready for you guys to start climbing, not expecting a tiefling to be flying up at full speed and slam into the ceiling, but they've got javelins out, and they shout, Intruders! And we'll see you next week.
Ah!
Oh, this is a great position to be in.
Yeah.
So I didn't really want to say this because your idea was great, but
That
I
was
was
a
gonna
great idea.
like hang on with you and use my Cyclone Shield to boost us.
You could have jumped in at any
Yeah,
point, man.
I was like, I'm
mean-
still let him do his own thing.
Yeah.
But
My
Yeah.
bravado will definitely get me killed.
Did you?
yeah, that was good.
I don't think Lee heard us, did he?
I don't think he can't not hear us.
I'm letting you guys.
We're just
yeah.
riffing for some
Oh,
end
okay.
of content.
Yeah.
This is our.
Intro, outro, and sound engineering performed by Lee Nesbitt. You can find more of his work at undercoverbeard.bandcamp.com. Background music is provided by Epidemic Sound, and the artwork is provided by Alex. And we'd like to give a very special thank you to our listeners.
Yeah, that means you. Especially you. You're very special. And don't you ever let anyone else tell you otherwise.